Welcome and welcome back to my channel, Healing Fam. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing wonderful wherever you are today. So in today's video, I want to touch a little bit on the woman that came to the internet to talk about how she's made ugly. The negative self-talk that sometimes women have about themselves is mind-boggling, and she calls herself made ugly. Anyways, that and then the lady in her wedding gown crashing out, drinking, whose kid's been taken away by DCF for negligence or whatever the story is, she told her therapist, and the whole crash out and the whole mishmash of all that. I'm gonna lump it into two. I want you to get your drink, get your popcorn. I'm gonna stick some videos here, people's perspectives on these two topics, and I'll be back with my 2 cents on it as a 40 plus something year old. My experience in seeing clients for therapy, for coaching, all that.
Where are the men that like mid-looking black women? This is low-key an experiment. I'm trying to prove somebody wrong.
Women in the comment section were trying to hype her up and let her know that she's not ugly, but she's not having it. She fought everybody tooth and nail, letting them know, yes, I am. But with what she's saying and how she's saying it, she set herself up perfectly to be a victim of a raggedy man. Once a man realizes that a woman has low self-esteem, he's going to act as if he's doing you some kind of favor, and in exchange for that favor, he's going to want something. That could be your body, living with you rent-free, driving your car, taking your money. He's going to want to feel like he's being compensated for doing what he feels is a favor. So what if he cheats on you? What are you going to do? You already made it clear you can't find better. He doesn't have to pay any bills because you already made it clear you can't find better. He's going to put his hands on you because you already made it clear that you can't find better. He can do whatever he wants because you already made it clear that you can't find better. Doesn't matter what he looks like or what he brings to the table, he's still going to think that you're the one who's lucky because you said nobody wants you, but you know what? I do. And the hoops he's going to make you jump through. This has nothing to do with your looks and everything to do with your self-esteem, your confidence. You've given them the playbook. You've drawn the blueprint. You've told them exactly how they can play you. And they're listening. They're taking notes. And they will. This kind of vulnerability is best shared with a man who genuinely loves you and has proven his love for you. But in the wrong hands, it's begging to be exploited. Because that is the very thing they will use as an excuse to mistreat you and dog you out.
They're everywhere. Y'all are just annoying. A man will carry on a full-blown relationship with a plastic doll. Men sleep with turkeys, the frozen kind from the grocery store. There is no shortage of men who like what you look like. You're just annoying. Self-deprecation is not attractive. Low self-esteem is not attractive. Y'all are coming on here making these videos, the day in the life of an ugly girl. Nobody wants to hear that shit. Y'all just want someone to placate you, and I'm not going to do it. If you're not getting men, it's your fault. A man is literally the easiest thing that you can get. It's not your looks. It's the low self-esteem that you're masking with pseudo-intellectualism. You being conventionally unattractive is not an excuse for you to feel like and continuously come on the internet and say that you are ugly. These are personality disorders. These are attention-seeking behavior. Both of these are more likely to be the reasons why men don't want you. It's not the way you...
Mid-looking black women is a crazy thing to say. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It's inherently subjective anyway. And I could assume that there is some type of beauty standard, but even then, I really don't believe that there's a true beauty standard when it comes to women in general. Like, I feel as if we let 100 people talk us into some type of set standard when everybody is so specific anyway. But in your particular case, you're fine. Like, you're cute. Your nose is cute. Your lips is cute. You have some beauty scars, but everybody got scars, bitch. Like, that's normal. I get your point in being like, yeah, there's a standard for everybody, but baby, like, you look fine. It just depends on who thinks you look fine. Like, you are a beautiful woman. You look great.
Young lady, there's no such thing as a mid or mad looking ugly black woman. I put it to you that a woman can be tall, short, fat, wide, skinny, narrow, long-headed, short-headed, big forehead, small forehead, wide, gap teeth, crooked teeth, and she can still get the man of her dreams. Beauty is in the eye of the what? Of the beholder. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. There's no such thing as a mad or mid-looking black woman. You're not Tyler Perry. You're not the Diary of a Mad Black Woman. That's only in the movies. Leave that for the movies. You're beautiful. God made us beautiful. All things kind and beautiful. The Lord God made them all. You're one of them. And every black woman is one of them. You don't have a thing for black women. Come on.
So here we are back. So yeah. The thing is, a lot of times as women, we can go on and maybe, so to speak, blame. Yeah, there's a lot of patriarchal ideology when it comes to some of our men. A lot of our men, no man, like you always like to say. But what is common out there is that. But the thing that a lot of us need to hone in on is the power that we have and the power in what we say about ourselves. You have no idea how many times I've seen women where I will look at those women and be like, dang, she's beautiful. Dang, look at that shape. Dang, look at even hands. I'll be like, wow, her hands are so pretty. That does not make me feel like my hands are like, oh my hands are ugly. There are things maybe about me that I might not necessarily be like, I wish it was different. But at the end of the day, like Megan Stallion says, I will stand in that mirror and look me up and down and be like, you are the snut, Gina. But anyway, you gotta learn to hype yourself up. You gotta stand in that mirror and turn your behind and be like, damn, look at that trunk. Okay, I don't be just like extra, just extra. It gotta be extra a little bit. But you gotta be extra with yourself and your mind and how you talk about yourself to yourself, about yourself to yourself. And that reflects in the type of partners that you pick and the type of mindset that you have around you as it relates to the partner. And sometimes you go picking up partners, and men do that too, that will validate or in society at all after or make you feel that you're in the setting class, but because they boost your sense of self. You don't go ahead to boost your own sense of self. You don't hype yourself up. So when women have that self-deprecating narrative, it might not even be vocal. There's so many women that will be so vocal about their stuff, like, oh, you've had a baby, and I'll say give him a compliment, and so I say, oh, thank you. They might say things like, oh, look at this, I have this big fupa over here, look at my belly is not the same, look at the da-da-da. I'm like, cut it out already. Why are you bringing attention to that? I didn't even see that till you pointed it out. Oh my God, you're so pretty. Oh my God, am I losing my edges even? Like, I'm just trying to just say, thank you, girl. What's up? You are the best candidate for an abusive, narcissistic, manipulative man to eat it up, eat it up, eat it up. Because they know they will break your heart. Yes, like I always say, that will feel, feel the type of way. You're going to feel in your chest. You're going to be like, ouch. But if that's your identity and your own sense of self is so lacking and so weak, when that happens to you, you're going to lose your soul. Because your soul, your sense of self and sense of being here, you're so lost. You have lack sense of self, lack purpose, lack drive. Like, what's your purpose in this life here besides just attaching yourself to a man? And first of all, why do we put men on such pedestal when babies are born? And when my kids were born, like, I go to the NICU. And you see, boy baby, girl baby, we all do the same pooping, peeing the diaper, wanting milk, wanting to be cuddled, same shit. Why do we put, as they grow, into such pedestal and there's this power different? So I'm like, you have to boost yourself. Nobody's going to do that for you. You have to love yourself so much that you boost your self-confidence. And when you recognize patterns in partnerships, in dating, in marriage, in relationship that don't align with you, it's okay to walk away. It's okay to grieve it, to feel it, but don't let that lead you to becoming a drunkard, losing your purpose, losing your mind, losing your ability to grind, to go. Like, let that even be a reason for you to be afraid and freaking do it anyway. A drive for you to live in your purpose. Like, I'm going to show you what I got. And to blatantly sit there and be like, I'm mid ugly. Let me think the guys who want women like me. The guys who want women like you are the crazy one, the dusties, the manipulators, the abusers. They you eat you up because you lack sense of your own self. And this is why women will stay in abusive relationship for years and decades, because if that man knows that you have lack power of walking away and your sense of identity is tied directly to him, girl, be so for real. Okay, so let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Love you so much. Bye.
So I've noticed that people have really grown accustomed to calling themselves ugly or mid, and the reasoning is, well, as long as I know what I am, like nobody can use that against me because I've already confirmed it within myself. Same thing with the rating system. People who are comfortably calling themselves like, oh, I'm a 4, I'm a 3, and I know that, and so I'm able to exist comfortably in that label. I personally I don't know how I feel about that, because even looking at my own life, like, even if the world doesn't see me as beautiful, me seeing myself as beautiful has allowed me to fully exist as my full true self, because we live in an image-based society. So on days where I feel ugly, or when I believe that my singing voice isn't good, for example, I'm not able to fully perform because I'm already having a negative view on myself. Like, the word ugly does not have any positive connotation. There's no way of flipping that to be like, oh, I've reclaimed it. So I don't understand why people say that, like, they reclaim the word ugly and mid as a form of self-acceptance, because I don't know if that's possible.
Made a video basically saying, where are the men that like women that are mid, that like aren't that pretty? And I saw the video before she turned the comments off. And she turned the comments off because she didn't get the validation that she was looking for. People like this are manipulative. They are very manipulative, and they say stuff like that because they want pity. They want people to gas them up. Like, it's very much, I would say 95% of the comments were people telling her, you need to work on your confidence. Confidence is everything. She didn't barely get any comments saying, you're beautiful, don't say that about yourself. She didn't get any comments from men saying, you're beautiful, I would take you out. None of that. And women like this, they're the type of women who will literally go on writerprisoner.com and look for a man, not because they see value in him, not because they think that he's a good person, because they want a man that they can control and manipulate because they're in prison. And the thing about it is, like, the girl wasn't ugly. She was not ugly. She was plus size, yeah. And I know that plus size women do have trouble dating because people think that they should just accept whatever. But the way that you're carrying yourself, the way that you're talking down on yourself, the way you're, begging somebody to notice you, you will probably get a man that's going to treat you crazy because he knows that you don't value yourself. He knows that you don't respect yourself. You don't want a man. This is not how you want to get a man. You're going to get a man that's going to drag you through the mud because you're desperate. And I am a girl's girl, but I'm sorry. You cannot not take pride in your appearance and then be mad that people aren't attracted to you, right? You can be the prettiest woman, but if you don't keep up with yourself, if you don't, make sure you have on nice, clean clothes, you wipe the freaking crust out your eye, get your hair. You don't even have to you can wear your natural hair, but do it. Like, you literally look like you just roll out of bed. And like, a lot of people do that. And then they're like, why does nobody like me? Care about yourself. Find a cute outfit that flatters your body. Walk with your head high. Like, y'all don't put in no effort and then wonder why. You don't look like you looking for nobody. You look like you're depressed.